Okay.
So, Mark, why don't you introduce yourself to my viewers if they don't know who you are already?
Okay. I'm Mark Soskin, jazz pianist who played with Sonny Rollins for 20 years, and as well as others, Stanley Turrentine, Astrid Gilberto, a lot of people.
Yeah, your resume is very very impressive, I have to say.
Yeah.
You played with some heavy hitters,
Yeah.
and but you've also released many albums in your as a
Yes.
leader, right?
Oh, yeah. Uh, Five for Steeplechase. Uh, well, my first one is on vinyl. So, and that
Yeah,
was, yeah,
that's kind of like a almost like a funky Latin American thing,
that's
right?
true. Yes.
And and your latest album is the old is new. What's it called?
Oh, well, that's one. Everything old is new.
Yeah.
But the one, well, there's another one, Ballad for a Rainy Afternoon.
Oh, even more recent.
I think so.
Okay, cool. I have to check that out. Uh, and I listened to one of your records. I just said, let me see what it's called here. One Hopeful Day.
Okay, that's another one.
Yeah, but that's from like 2007 or something, I think.
Something like that. And even before that is 17.
Okay, so well, this particular one has Chris Potter
Yeah, John
and
Patitucci.
Katitucci. It's that's a pretty crazy lineup.
Bill Stewart.
Oh yeah, Bill Stewart, yeah, amazing. So you are a New Yorker, right?
I am. I've been here for a long time. I've been to Sweden.
Oh yeah, wait, as a
I was with Sonny Rollins, and
yeah,
but I even went before that with another person from Switzerland
okay,
named Hans Kennel. Yeah, we went to Stockholm.
yeah. Yeah, Sonny Rollins got an award here, like a really prestigious award, but that must have been I want to say like 15 years ago or something. But
Yeah,
uh,
I still speak to him.
yeah, he's like in his 90s, right?
94 now.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
But he's not playing since many years, I guess.
No, no. I mean, the last time he played was the last time I played with him. And after that, well, we were supposed to do a big tour, but he got sick, and so he had to cancel it.
Well, yeah, the age takes its toll, I guess.
Yeah.
But you also teach a little bit
I
there.
do. I was teaching today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really? It's but you teach at
um,
Manhattan School of Music?
well, I've been doing that. I've been doing that for 33 years.
Oh, wow.
But what I did today was just, well, a former student who I've been teaching for a long time on Zoom.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, but I was listening to some podcasts, other podcasts with you, and you apparently you moved to San Francisco, right? For
I did. Yeah, I went to Berkeley School of Music. Well, first I went to Colorado State University.
oh, okay.
From Colorado State University, I went to the Berkeley School of Music in Boston,
Uh-huh.
and just for 1 year. And from
Right.
Berkeley, I moved to San Francisco, and that's where I met Sonny Rollins.
Yeah, that's so. Was he based there, or it just
No,
happened
he
to?
was based in New York,
Right.
but I was recommended to him by a producer named Orrin Keepnews, very famous,
Okay.
and uh, and I auditioned for him. And when I auditioned for him, I thought there was going to be a band, but there wasn't. It was just me and him,
Wow.
and we played through some tunes, and then he said, "Okay, you got the gig." And like something like the next day, we recorded a live record from the Great American Music Hall in San Francisco with Tony Williams.
Oh wow.
And I was very young then.
Yeah. So, but you mentioned you studied in Colorado, you said?
I did, yeah,
That
Colorado
was
State,
that was
Fort Collins.
classical or jazz?
No, I mean, it was a combination of classical and jazz, but not so much jazz. It was more classical, actually.
Yeah.
You know, when I got to Berkeley, that was jazz.
So when was this? Do you remember because Berkeley in those days, there were a lot of people that later became kind of famous, right?
Yes. Yeah. But when I went there, it's mainly guitarists.
Okay.
So there weren't too many piano players at that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But, Manhattan School of Music, there are a lot of piano players.
Right. Yeah, Manhattan School of Music has a very good reputation over
Yes.
here. It's
It's a
very,
really good school.
uh, but so when you got the gig with Sonny Rollins, did you play standards or did he have a new record out? How does that work?
Oh, I'm not sure. We played a lot of standards,
Hmm.
but we played also a lot of his music too.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to talk to you about that because it seems to me that those types of gigs or those types of working situations for a jazz musicians aren't really, from my perspective, they don't exist anymore in the same way. Like, or would you agree with that? That there's something that has been lost?
Those kinds of things don't exist anymore.
Yeah. It's almost like he was one of the last. I mean, he's not
Yes.
playing anymore, but of the real legends,
Yes.
uh, and Herbie Hancock, I guess.
Yeah.
But because when I started listening to jazz, all the musicians I listened to were famous because they played with like Miles Davis. All the guitar
Uh-huh.
players I listened, they most of them anyway, they were famous because of that, and that's also what shaped them as musicians. They were picked to play with somebody like that, and then
Yes.
so
Yeah.
so I was just wondering, since you are teaching young people, I guess, what do you tell them? Because this is something that comes up. I'm also a teacher, right? Like, how do you? Because you don't want to discourage people from learning jazz, young people.
Right.
How do you view the future of jazz musicians' situation?
Look, if you love it, that's the main thing. You
Hmm.
got to love it. You might not get rich, but you got to be devoted to the music and study it and practice it all the time.
Yeah.
And basically, I mean, before Sonny, I thought I wasn't prepared to be with him. But I got it, you know, and I practiced hard, and you know, I took out all my Sonny Rollins records and tried to
Hmm.
learn the tunes. And so the main thing is like to know the repertoire and then to practice very diligently.
But you toured with him for many years, and you played on many
I did.
records.
I did. Yeah, I was on a lot of records. And yeah, the first one was like 4 nights, a live record in San Francisco
Right.
called "Don't Stop the Carnival,"
Yeah. So
and that
there's a lot of calypso and like Caribbean inspired music in his music.
absolutely you had to really know that, especially drummers have to know that how to play calypso. And I used to study calypso music myself. When I got with Sonny Rollins, I really explored calypso and the calypsonians, and that helped me with playing with Sonny.
So I try to always inspire my viewers, my audience to listen and discover music that they haven't heard before. So could you recommend some? What would you listen if you want to like dive into the calypso? What would you listen?
Well, I mean, there's different calypsonians.
Hmm.
One is Sparrow is one.
Sparrow?
Sparrow, yeah.
Okay.
But there are others, um, and I have to check out the rhythm, how you play that music, and I mean, from playing with Sonny, I really got into it because he was into calypso, so I had to get into it.
Hmm. So you just like listen to recordings and
Yes.
research.
Oh yeah. I listened to recordings and then try to convert that to playing the piano.
Hmm.
How I would approach that rhythmically with the piano.
Yeah, the harmony is kind of not as complex as in jazz, I guess, but you
Yeah.
still have to know how to make it sound
Good.
authentic. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, so that's really interesting. I'm not very knowledgeable about, but was Sonny Rollins? Is he's born in the States, I guess, but
He's born in the States, but his background is from where is it? St. Thomas, I think.
okay. Yeah, because I mean that's what you when you think of Sonny Rollins, for me anyway, I think of those
St.
tunes.
Thomas.
Yeah.
That's the song.
He brought that kind of well, he did more than that, but he did bring in that element to
Yeah.
jazz.
Yeah. We also did well, this was a film thing that we did. You could see that actually if you go on YouTube, you could see
Uh-huh.
it. And that was with the drummer Smitty Smith, and it was usually always with Bob Cranshaw on bass.
Okay.
And at that point where we were playing, it was like kind of high up on these rocks. And at the end of the concert, he jumps down, and you could see that on YouTube. He jumps and pretty far jump,
Hmm.
and he didn't get up. And what happened was he broke his heel,
Oh.
and they had to take him away, because he broke his heel. It's really strange. And everybody was got up off their instruments and were kind of laughing. We couldn't see him at that point
Oh, okay.
because he was down a bunch of feet, and that was that.
So, what was the music scene in San Francisco? You moved there, you said, but you
Yeah,
played lo lots of different styles of music there too, right?
I played a lot of different styles in San Francisco. And in San Francisco, I really got well. I was with a group called Azteca,
Right.
and we played a lot, and that included Sheila Escovedo, who now is Sheila E,
Uh-huh.
and her father is Pete Escovedo, and I was in that band.
Oh, did they live there? Did she live there or?
Yes,
Okay. I
yeah,
didn't know that.
they lived there. That was like one of the first things I did in San Francisco, and I got at that point on the West Coast with Azteca. It was mainly like Mexican influenced music. But from that, I got into salsa music and Latin music,
Hmm.
and uh, and that was one of the things that I did on my very first record called
Right.
Rhythm Vision. That was the first record, which you can find on Spotify.
Yeah. I think there is some something on you can find it on YouTube, I think, some of the
Probably,
tracks.
yeah, yeah, I think you can. And that was there was one song on that record which was directly influenced by Sonny. It's called Caribbean Party Stomp,
Right.
and that was on that record. And that was with horns too.
Yeah, I think it's in it like a little bit of a cult, almost like a cult classic for DJs or something, maybe.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was very proud of that record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you moved back to New York
Yeah.
and you started released on Blue Note or what the record labels that you were.
There was a few different record labels. I mean, one I know is called Kind of Blue.
Oh, kind of blue. Oh yeah.
That was one. And then there was another record label, TCB.
Oh, so
That,
kind of blue is not tied to Blue Note.
no,
Oh, I
no,
thought okay.
no. Uh, record, and eventually I got on Steeplechase, which is
Right.
from Denmark.
Oh, it's Danish.
Yes,
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah, it's based in Denmark,
Okay.
and I did 5 records with them.
Cool.
Some duo, some trio, and some quartet. And I've always been into arranging, so I really get into arranging a lot with all of these different projects. I also did a solo record composed of Nino Rota music,
I don't know who that is. Some.
an Italian composer. Oh, he wrote a lot of music, great music.
Okay, cool.
What was it for Fellini?
Okay, interesting.
And
Oh yeah,
I
maybe I do know who that is. Yeah.
and I arranged the music. That was
So
solo piano.
okay, so I was wondering if you like when you moved back because you left New York and then you came back. Was that? I mean,
Came back to where?
to New York when you came back there.
Yeah.
Was it? Did you have to kind of start over with getting connected or?
Uh, you mean like when I went from San Francisco to New York?
Yeah.
No, I mean because I came there with Sonny Rollins's gig,
Okay. Yeah.
so I was already established.
Right.
So it was really, easy for me.
But I guess the lifestyle is very different in New York. But I mean, you're from New York, so
I know the lifestyle.
yeah.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York,
It's
and I
quite
know it
different from
very,
California.
incredibly different. Yes.
But how much has changed since you grew up there? I don't
In
want
New
to
York?
get into too much of the city of New York, but I mean the music. I guess it's not this. I hear people say that all the time that it's not what it used to be, and
Well, I mean, it's different now. I
mhm.
mean, years ago there were a lot of different clubs in New York, and now there just are a few. I play at one in the West Village of New York
Mhm.
called Mesro,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's where I play generally. Also, it's Smalls, which is right near there,
Hmm.
and that's another place. So, it works out.
But when you were younger there, were there more clubs and more musicians, or
Definitely, there were. Yeah.
so what do you think is the reason that changed?
Why it changed? Huh. That's a good question. Um,
Is it that jazz was more popular, I guess, in
yeah,
mainstream?
yes, for sure.
But I think that today people like to go to jazz clubs like as a tourist kind of thing.
Mainly, yeah, yes, because there's the one club, uh, the Blue Note,
Hmm.
and that's really a tourist place.
Yeah,
I've played there before, but it's really for tourists,
yeah.
and but where I play Mesro, not so much tourist place.
Hmm.
Just a really nice little club.
And they have music 7 days a week.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I hear people say that all the time. They go to New York. Yeah, I'm gonna go to some jazz clubs, and they don't even like jazz. But when they go to New York, they go to jazz clubs because that's what they.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when Sonny Rollins was playing here,
Hmm.
there was a ton of jazz clubs.
Hmm.
You know,
But
Village Vanguard,
right.
and it's still around, but it's really not the same.
So, but he played bigger venues.
When I played with
Yeah.
him, he only played bigger. We, excuse me, we played one club in New York. That's no longer now. That was the only club we played, called the Bottom Line. But now, I mean, and the other things, places that he played were huge, big places,
Hmm.
big festivals,
Right.
and basically all we did.
Yeah. So my channel is for guitar players primarily. And there were guitar players in that?
There were guitar players. Um, well, one guitar player I know, Japanese person, Masuo. He was a guitar player, and he also had another guitar player for a short time, Sol Rubin. That's
Oh,
another guitar player. Um, to my knowledge, that was the only ones, well, that he had, but there probably was other. Oh well, Jim Hall. That was another one.
okay.
Jim Hall.
Did you play with Jim Hall?
Once there was a time where Sonny had Jim Hall, and I played there.
But you on that recording we mentioned earlier,
Oh, there's another guitar
yeah,
player, Bobby Broom. That's
never
another
heard of it.
guitar. Yeah, that's another one.
That's so that's what I think of when I think of New York, right? Like there's all these musicians that I have never heard of, but they're so good.
Yeah, of course.
And but on that recording we mentioned earlier, you with Chris Potter,
Yes.
and that's John Abercrombie's playing on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you were
Yeah,
friends with him?
I played with John. We did a duo stuff together.
Oh,
Yeah,
did,
and huh?
are there recordings of that?
No, this was just live
Okay,
concerts,
okay.
and that was great. I really loved playing with John, and that's why I had him on my record.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite musicians, and I've seen him quite a few times play here in Sweden and in Canada.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
there are a couple of things I want to ask you.
Uh-huh.
One is since you are a teacher, how did you learn to play? Because some of your music is I mean it's pretty advanced.
Yes.
And how did you learn to do that? Like, did you learn that in at Berkeley or from the
No,
bandstand?
no. I mean, pretty much I'm self-taught when it comes to that. I just learned on my own and practiced, and I had some books, and I just play through different tunes, you know. And yeah, I have a gig coming up pretty soon where I'm going to play a duo with a bass player and just doing tunes. And so I learned a lot of tunes
Yeah,
and how to improvise on those tunes. Because really, when it comes down to it, the main thing about jazz is improvisation,
yeah.
and that's what all people who study jazz have to know something about how to improvise.
But how have you ever written a book about it or anything like that? Or
No, 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 I never did. I just, when I have students, I try to convey the information to them. And I mean, students can still contact me to study. I mean,
Hmm.
if you want to tell people about that, you can.
Yeah.
But they can study with me.
Yeah, we'll leave contact in the description.
Oh,
But
great.
what? How do you? So you teach piano one on one, or at?
One
Or
on one.
yeah.
Yes.
So what do you show the students? Tunes or theory or?
Well, uh, mainly playing through tunes. I try
Like,
to not so much theory.
right.
Of course, they really should know certain things of theory. 2-5-1s and getting around the keyboard that way. So that has to be established already.
So I'm a firm believer in learning tunes, and I'm guessing you know a lot of tunes. So do you mean like old standards, American Songbook, or do you mean like more Wayne Shorter kind of
Uh,
tunes?
Everything.
Yeah.
Wayne Shorter, American, music, the standards, all of it. And, Sonny knew so many tunes.
Hmm.
And through him, I really learned a lot of tunes.
Yeah, get the feeling that American musicians, jazz musicians, have this tradition of knowing a lot of tunes, and
Yes.
they do it. They learn it on the bandstand, it seems. Whereas European jazz musicians, they can be kind of famous and but they don't play standards. Sometimes they don't even know a lot of standards, and they.
Uh, uh-huh.
I feel there's a difference there, and I I'm wondering it's because first off the music is American. It's American songbook. It's literally American
Right,
music.
right, right, right.
And also, you do like if you're in the States, you do a lot of wedding gigs and stuff like that. Maybe you don't do that, but
No,
where you actually play those tunes,
yes.
because I I find it difficult sometimes to convince my students that they have to learn these old tunes because to them it's like really old tunes. They want to sound like Chris Potter, right? Like,
Well,
but they don't understand that he knows tunes.
of course.
Yeah.
And, basically, when it gets down to it, you should sound like yourself,
Hmm.
and have your own style. And that's what I always thought about. Like, not sounding like Bill Evans or somebody. I mean, you could study it,
Yeah.
but you eventually have to have your own style. And that's what I strive to do.
Yeah, that was one of the things I wanted to ask you about. Like, should you learn tunes? And I guess the answer to that is yes. So, from your perspective, how do you feel that jazz education is doing in the States? Is it in a good place or is it?
Uh,
Because I hear a lot of people are talking about that we don't need jazz education, like, and it's too expensive and blah blah blah.
well, it is too expensive,
Yeah,
definitely too expensive. And, I don't know, I have different opinions about that because you could learn things from going to school,
yeah,
but it's not the only way.
yeah,
It's like going out and doing it, being on gigs
yeah.
and getting experience doing that in front of an audience,
Hmm.
not in a classroom, on the gig.
Yeah. But you have to find a gig or get the
Well,
gig.
okay, that brings us to another point. That's so you got to know a little bit about the business side.
Hmm.
You really have to know how to get the gigs. But, I mean, it was easier for me because I had Sonny Rollins' name.
Yeah,
And so that immediately brought me certain notoriety already.
yeah. But uh, what if that young person is going to Manhattan School of Music
Uh-huh.
and they don't see a lot of opportunity, and they still. Well, I don't want to get involved, bogged down in the negative aspects because
Well,
I really believe in higher education, and I think the fact that we do teach jazz in at universities is a win for
uh-huh, it
for the
is,
art.
and it is, and but there's also important for students to just go to a club at like say a jam session or
Yeah,
something, or even go to somebody's house and jam.
yeah, yeah. That seems to be happening here too. There's a lot of jam sessions,
Yeah,
and but again, there aren't really those kinds of gigs that you had, Sonny Rollins or
yeah.
those.
Now, you're a guitar player?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things that I did was with a group called the CBS All Stars, which included Steve Kahn.
Right.
And I see Steve because he's a neighbor of mine.
Okay.
I sometimes see him. And we talked about, because that was really the first tour that I ever did was with the CBS All Stars. It was Billy Cobham, Tom Scott, Alfonso Johnson, and Steve Kahn, and myself.
Oh wow, yeah.
And it was billed as the CBS All Stars and Friends, except I was the Friends.
Right. But when you toured, just touring the States?
With the CBS All Stars,
Yeah.
yeah, it was just the States,
But with Sonny Rollins was all over the world, right? Like,
all over the world.
even Asia and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We went to Japan
Yeah,
many
of course,
times,
yeah.
and he was really popular in Japan. He's like a god in Japan.
Uh-huh.
So since then, I went to Japan many times on my own. I
Yeah.
also went to China because I used to play with the drummer Steve Smith,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I was in his group for a while.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, years I was with him, and he had it was an alto sax player named Andy Fusco, bass player Baron Brown, and a guitar player named Vinnie Valentino,
Oh.
and that was the group. And
And,
I was with him for a long time.
and that was his in his names?
Well, it was in his name, but I was like I arranged music, sometimes my own music.
Okay.
Um, so I had a big part in that group.
But it wasn't was his group Vital Information? That's something else, I guess.
It was Vital Information, but it was called Vital Information New York Edition.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I think I've seen that.
And we did records. We recorded.
Uh, I love Steve Smith, and I have a friend who's like obsessed with his playing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, so yeah, we maybe should wrap it up, but I mean, it's a really it's an honor to talk to somebody who has so much. And I know you play with Joe LaBarbera, right?
Joe LeBar. Oh yeah, and Billy Cobham also.
Yeah, because because Joe LaBarbera's brother uh,
At,
Pat was my teacher in
oh,
college.
oh wow.
So I'm hoping to talk to him maybe also. And yeah, there are three of them. There's I can't remember the third brother's name, but he's a trumpet player, I think.
Huh.
So yeah, so Joe LaBarbera is amazing. Yeah, how did you end up with Billy Cobham?
Oh, it was on the West Coast from San Francisco. Uh, he heard me, I think, play with Azteca, I think,
Okay,
something like that. And then he hired me for his group.
so the group was just his group.
It's his group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and who was in this group? Do you remember?
Oh. So, well, I know the bass player was Randy Jackson,
Yeah.
and there were two guitar players, and Billy, and me.
And you recorded with this group as well?
I did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
recorded with him.
Yeah, I will we'll look at well I'll put links to I mean you can see the stuff on Wikipedia, all the recordings you were on. It's quite impressive.
Yeah,
So,
if you go to my website, you could see all the stuff.
yeah. So, where do people if they want to listen to your music, I guess it's streaming, they can still buy your records or
Well, I
what's the
mean,
best?
the, the best. Uh, well, they could they could buy the records.
From
They
your
could,
website?
huh?
From your website?
They could buy it from me.
Yeah. And your contact information is on your website?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all there, and you know, it's good to tell people that they could study with me. They just have to go email me. Go to my email, which is msoskin@aol.com, and that's how they get in contact with me, and that's how we could arrange lessons.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I'll leave all the links to that stuff in
Oh,
the
thank you so
description.
much. And you pronounce your name Miko?
That's how Americans pronounce it. Yeah, I'm used to that because I've lived in the States too for a while, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
But how would you pronounce your name?
Mikko.
Miku.
It's a Finnish name. It's not even supposed to be pronounced like that. So,
I've been to Finland a lot.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah. I also taught at the Sibelius Academy.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
you did like workshops there, or
Yeah, yeah. I'd
yeah,
like to go back.
yeah. That's a highly prestigious
It is.
school.
And if you know how I could get over to Sweden, let me
Hmm.
know because
Yeah,
I'd love to go back there.
yeah, I there are festivals in Stockholm, jazz festivals. It's happening now. So there are a few festivals that you could reach out to, I guess. Uh,
Also, I could give master classes and things like that.
yeah, yeah. Well, this was a real honor to talk to you, Mark.
Thank you very much.